Good afternoon, everyone. Now, I took me a nap, set my keys on my piano, and guess what? They're in the same freaking place. They ain't moved an ounce, or an inch, or a millimeter, or an eighth of an inch. They're what? Right where I left them. See, that's the whole thing. Nothing just gets up and walks. Now, okay, I set them there the other day on the other side, and, even if I set them on the books, they're going to stay on the books. Now, this is just to explain why my theory is someone was in my house and took my keys from my house. Right? Does it prove who did it? No. But it does prove a theory that someone did actually remove them from my house. Right? They could have made copies of my keys so that they can come in at any time. Right? Especially when I'm out the house. Alright, I also showed you the other day that they messed with my cable box and things like that too. Right? Now it's the Comcast one, so not the AT&T one, but again, it's just to show that. Now also, looks like my leg is getting a little red up top, and again, I'm doing my normal routine. Alright. Now, like I keep telling the person, you can't tell when I turn on my water what I'm doing. I can be washing, I can be showering my hair, I can be brushing my teeth, right? If you hear my water on for longer than a minute, don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. But again, the only way you can hear it is if you have a listening device in my house. That's the whole point. What are you, Big Brother now? Monitoring the innocent and the guilty? Now, I'm still baiting the people who's attacking me to attack me still on YouTube. I know. Now, the thing is, they're coming after me for a 23-year ago possible encounter between me and my stepdaughter when I was sleeping on the couch, right? And here's what they're saying now. If the NSA agent took over my channel and told you that you were going to be prosecuted and charged in court, then yeah, the government is pretty obsessed with you. I know. He's now trying to act like he's NSA. NSA is, I think, or I'm thinking TSA, right? Well, NSA is a different organization, and no organization is going to tell you over the internet, oh, fly to Washington, which is what he was saying earlier, right? If someone wants you and wants to arrest you in the government, they will come to your house, which my house's address is up online, like Thomas's is 92 Noble Jones Court. Mrs. Thompson is 38, and then I got some new neighbors down at 36. And Barbara is I think 4 mobile home stores. Mm-hmm. Just some people I know in the neighborhood. Right. Now, so I'm going to answer him or just YouTube. Mm-hmm. 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 Now, another person is saying, no one has 2 different boobs, dipshit. Then I answer him, well, I guess you just never been to a hospital library like I was and read the book on what they call endocrine disorders, right? That's the point there. Now they're saying something else. Now, some people confuse the word man to mean male or female only, right? Well, if there's 3 genders and you're half man, half woman, which they call an endocrine disorder, you can be called a man or a woman, really, technically, or both, even, man and woman. A cod, right, Juice? Sha'alu Shalom Yerushalayim Yishtayu O Habayit and Shama Yisrael Elohinu Echad Elohinu Yahuwah. I don't know. I'm doing a little different with the method. I'm not. Um, Yahuwah Echad Yahuwah. I don't know. Now, don't worship the images of male or female in all of Israel. Do you hear that, Jews? Now, if God is both images and there's endocrine disorders where you're both images, is that what Moses meant when he said that? Mm-hmm. All right, I'm waiting for it to pull up the channel. Now, what does this mean? And, someone's blocking, like I said. my access to the internet and I paid my cable bill, right? Because it's not pulling up, I know, to reveal what they're saying. hmm Now, of course, it could be a simple glitch in the computer, and I need to reboot it, which I can do easily too, right? Now, sometimes you do have to reboot your computer, but why would I have to reboot mine? Then I only go to YouTube or wherever they try and contact me at. Only. I only talk to them too. I don't talk with anyone else on YouTube unless it's about a conversation other people are talking about, and then I talk about it and give my opinion and leave it alone. Like the other day, they were talking about masturbating instead of raping a woman and things like that, right? That's a comment there, right? And they explained self-control is what you need whether you masturbate to a woman or not. Even if you masturbate to men, you still have to respect another man's right to say no or another female's right to say no. Right? If you don't, you're a rapist for either gender. Right? And no, in my book, always means no. Right? I think they have the problem with the word no when they approach you and reveal they're homosexual, right? Then when you reject them, they figure, oh, you're going to tell on me. So the only way I can avoid this is to either knock you silly or murder you. That's the problem with the people I might have ran into at Vivian's house. And yet little Roddy was in the car with me with no scratch on him, right? Now maybe at first I went with it because I was lightly injured myself. So, having something wrong with my right hand and my eyebrow. I didn't know what would happen in an accident myself when they did what they did to me. All right. But what? Now I know. None of that is normal, right? Normally, if you're in an accident with your stepbrother, both of you, if the windshield broke out on both sides, driver and passenger side, that would mean that both parties would be injured, right? Not one or the other, right? See, that's the whole point Little Roddy and them forgot, whoever it was, right? And like I said, after that, I came back to school on Tuesday, right? And everyone saw me, right? Now, after that, I never seen David Maddox. I mean, not David Maddox, but David Pelham or Johnny Norris again, right? And we were going out to the same school, right? And that's why there's on my suspect list. Over my family, by the way, except for Little Roddy, who was, involved with it somehow, right? I don't know if Little Mark was, and you know what I mean by that, Mark. Or the spirit of Mark if he's dead too. Mm-hmm. He says, you quit breathing when you're dead. So did Jesus and was resurrected 3 days later. 3 days. 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 And the Romans knew when someone was dead. Trust me, they're experts in all that. And that's why they ran him through with the metal spear through the heart, and into the lung cavity, where out came blood and water. So I'm going to answer, yeah, I know, just like Jesus did, but was resurrected the Father of all spirits and reformed his body to and and healed the body, leaving only the scars. By his by the stripes we are healed. That's from Isaiah 53. Then he says, the Bible. Alright, now BTG is admitting to being in my house. And listen to what he says here. He says, I know the difference because I got into your house and taped a small camera to the wall while you were gone. Better be closing all your doors and windows, Shany boy. And I will say, they are always closed, but you are in for an eyeful because I am there good and not ashamed. Uh, so there you go there. Then he says, ha ha ha, what makes you think you're going to die of natural causes? If anything, you're going to die at the age you are now because you are going to commit a school shooting and kill yourself.
This sounds like.
Mm-hmm. I know. Mm-hmm. And yourself all in the end. Well, problem with that is I don't hang out at schools. I'm 47, idiot. I know. That's what I'll tell him. Mm-hmm. Then I say I don't hang out at schools, and I moved here 4 years ago. Though they built a school near us, I don't pay it any. Never mind. All right. Then they say, what is extra salt going to do? The fast food has more salt than anyone could put on your food. All right. So I answer him, well, you are assuming you know my eating habits, which you don't. Then he says, you are the original Shane, dipshit. You're embarrassing people are laughing at you. So I'm going to say, no, only you and your friends, though only 3 a day response. He says, you're not an investigator, so legally you mean nothing. And I will say, maybe, maybe not. You, by moving my stuff around, like my keys and they don't move on their own, prove what you are doing to me in a weakened state. Now he's saying there is no we retard, which I replied to that one earlier. Are you not human then? Alright. He says ROTF, which is rolling on the floor. There is only you. No one believes your story. I know you don't, and don't worry about you. I just like busting your chops. Things of that nature. And that's the whole point. Now, he's saying, no one said I was a female. You did, embarrassing yourself again. This is pumpkin spice again. Killer. Now, they used to be Cocoa Puffs, but they changed their name and put up a different icon or logo, alright? Look at his unattractive face. He's already embarrassed himself even without talking. It's called Don't Bother to Wash Your Hair as Often as You Need to Look because you're too fucking lazy. Now it's called The Wet Look because whether you wash your hair or are exercising, your hair looks wet. And after a bath or a shower, right? Now, again, unless you're monitoring my house, you don't know when I even turn on the water or what I'm doing when I do turn on the water, and that's the point. Then he says, ha ha ha, what makes you think you're going to die of natural causes? If anything, you're going to die at the age you are now because you are going to commit a school shooting and kill yourself all in the end. Nope, not me. That's all I got to say to that. The Son of Man is a man, dipshit, a.k.a. Son of Man. But John says, like unto, alright, the Son of Man, meaning he didn't actually see a man, right? But someone looking different, right, than a man. So I'm going to ask him, why did John say, like unto? Right? So, why did John say, like unto the Son of Man, but different than a man? So, again, another response answered. Now, we're talking about Jesus having female boobs, according to John, right? From the book of Revelation. After Peter and all the others died, and he was on the Isle of Patmos. Now he's just saying, and. So I'm going to say, so.
It sounds like your first thing.
That's a question mark. Now, this was 6 hours ago, and I just got home, right? I got to call my agent and make sure he sent that stuff off. And again, it should take by next Tuesday for it to get to the people it needs to get to, right? Know what I mean, Vern? Right. That's the whole point, right? That's because I'm trying to make sure Santander isn't screwing me or the gap insurance out of the amount that the contract actually is. Now, the contract for the car, because I wrecked it within 5 days, is $19,116.62, right? And it shouldn't be any more, alright? Alright, Chris has subscribed to me. He's still deluded I'm a pedophile. He says, yes, I am Niger boy. He says, no one hits you, dumbass. Now, this person used to be Cocoa Puffs, alright? Same channel. But, again, alright. So, now I'm going to play these videos on my, from my watch to the camera on my computer, and then upload it to YouTube, right? So you can see what I've been talking about the last couple of days, right? Like I said, when you put things on a certain area, either here or on the end of the piano, they don't magically fall between your book and the piano leg unless moved there, right? And they don't walk away when you put them there unless someone moves them intentionally, Big Roddy and Mom. Oh, no. Quit lying about it, Big Roddy. They do not walk away. This Mom's putting up with your ass because you're her husband. And she knows you took it, idiot. How else can they disappear? Either you or one of the kids, like she would probably say too, right? Shane, Mark, or little Roddy at the time. Now, again, if you're a neat freak, Big Rod, you need to calm down about that. That's all I'm saying. Quit acting weird. Like keys can move themselves from the pool table or wherever she puts them. They don't just walk away, and that's the point. All right. Y'all have a nice day. Bye-bye.